Hi folks, welcome to Get This. I'm Dr. MM and here's OneNote, Episode 8. The Insert tab. Which allows you to insert a table, a file, a printout, pictures, online video, a link, audio, meeting details, symbols, math equations, stickers, and forms. Researcher is another feature that I will explore later. Let's begin with Table, which allows me to insert a table of 10 rows by 10 columns, as shown here. The table will not cover the entire page, but it will reach its rightmost margin once I start entering text, like so. But how do you make changes to this table? Watch the Table tab up here, which only appears when I click inside the table. It disappears when I click outside the table, like so. It's now gone. When I click inside the table, the tab will appear. Let's see what it has to offer. When I click on Select, I have the following choices available to me. Select Table, which does exactly that. See here? Let me click on any column to deselect the table. Now, going back to Select, the next choice is Select Column, which promptly highlighted the column I was in. I could also select the top row of 2 columns. Go back to Select, click on Select Column, and those 2 columns will be highlighted or selected. The same operation can be performed with rows when I click on Select, Select Rows. The last choice is Select Cell, which does exactly that. See here? Now, the next 2 buttons do exactly what their names read. Delete columns and delete rows. Specifically, the one or ones that you select with your mouse. Let me select this column and delete it. Now, let me select this row and delete it. You may or may not have noticed, but the table has gotten considerably smaller. And if I want to get rid of it altogether, my best and easiest choice is Delete Table. See? The table is gone. Let's just get another table for demonstration purposes. This one will have 7 by 7. The Insert Above button over here inserts a row above the one where my mouse is located or that I have selected, like so. And the Insert Below will insert a row below the one where my mouse is located or that I have selected. It's worth noting that if I select 2 rows or 2 cells, 2 new rows will be inserted. If I select 2 columns or 2 cells, 2 additional columns will be inserted. The same actions occur when I click the Insert Left and Insert Right buttons, but this time it's about columns. The shading button shown here gives us a choice of 60 different colors that we can apply to the selected cells. Normally, it would be a good idea to select all of the cells at the top as the header and give it a color, like so. And you can also do the same with the cells in your leftmost column or columns, like so. Unfortunately, this is a tedious manual process, unlike the tables featured in Microsoft Word and Excel. Now, over here is the Hide Borders button, which does exactly that. Hide the borders of the cells, all of them. And the last button is Sort and Group, which allows me to alphabetize my table. Here's a table with some words in column 1. To alphabetize them, I will click on the first cell, head over to Insert, Table, Sort and Group, and select Sort A Z or Sort Z through A. If there is a header, I will leave this box unchecked so it doesn't get alphabetized. Very useful feature. Let's move back to the Insert tab and see what the File and Printout buttons do. First, File. Let me select a file. Click on Open, and here are 3 options. Let me try upload the file to OneDrive and insert a link. This will create a link. When I click on it, it will open another link that will then open the file. Additionally, I can insert the file as an attachment. When I double click on it, it will open up. I just need to select the proper app if prompted. This is a PDF file and I cannot edit it. And last but not least, insert as printout, which gives me the best of both worlds. Let me try it. Let me click on File, select a document, and click Open and insert printout. Now I have an icon of the file here, which I can open right away by double clicking on it. Additionally, I can see down here the contents of the file without having to go elsewhere. Only one place. Printout over here does exactly the same thing we saw before. However, when I need to insert files like that, I'll always use this feature. Works better for me and it's faster. Pictures gives me 3 options to insert pics: from a file, from a camera, or from the internet. Let's explore from online, basically the internet. When I click on it, it opens up this panel. I will type the word books. I'm presented with many options. I'll find one that I like, this one, and I will click on it, and this operation will insert the picture. A word of caution: try to have the mouse in the position where you want the picture to be located. Otherwise, you'll have to drag it and drop it into place. Pretty cool though. In the case of online video, I must provide the URL or web address and paste it into this box. So here I have YouTube, and I will right click on this video and select Copy Link Location. I'll move to OneNote, click on Online Video, paste the URL, click OK, and the video will be pasted. When I hover the mouse over the play button, you see the hand, which indicates that it's playable. The link button over here will show a box where I will enter the address of the website I want to navigate to. I'll go ahead and paste the same one I just used, and I'll type a thing, the name you see over here. I will click on Insert. Here's the link. Clicking on it will help me navigate to that YouTube video. Audio allows me to insert sound bites that I have recorded earlier. Unfortunately, some technical difficulties on my computer will prevent me from showing you. I will also skip meeting details, which is for setting up meetings and inviting people to those meetings. Symbol will show 25 different symbols that I can use for my work if necessary. Math is great for math teachers. So what it does here. I will demonstrate its use in the video on the Draw tab. Stickers is great for motivational and other educational purposes. As I scroll down, I can see the different categories provided by OneNote. I'm going to scroll down to Classic and Devices, which I can use to motivate my students when I check their work in OneNote class notebook. The ones under Devices allow me to either keep the text or add more to it or change it around. When I click on Done, the sticker will be inserted. Now, a researcher is a great tool for writing. I can conduct a search of a particular concept, and OneNote will spit out a bunch of choices that I can expand and consult for my work. Let me just type tuberculosis and see what I can come up with. There you go. So all I need to do is explore the article and/or articles and expand my knowledge and see what useful piece of information I can use. Now, the last button, Forms, allows me to create quizzes and surveys, but I plan to create a tutorial on that app later. Which means, folks, that we've come to the end of OneNote Episode 8, the Insert tab. I hope you can make full use of it from now on. Stay tuned for more episodes showing you how to use OneNote. I'm Dr. MM, and I really want you to get this.